Hello there guys, here I have my review on the brand new Star Wars The Black Series Deluxe Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi. Now it's been quite a while since I did a review on the figure. Technically the last review I did was on the Shucky doll, so it wasn't really a 6-inch figure, so it's been a long time, but it's good to be back. And I'm glad it's with this guy. I've been looking forward to getting him for a while. Originally I was going to get him to resell him, but I'm actually going to keep him. I really like how this guy looks compared to the original Boba Fett release. So enough yapping and let me get to the figure. So here we have the packaging. You got the figure nicely displayed, the brand new the new style of Black Series packaging, which to me is very reminiscent of the Marvel Legends packaging. It's very similar in terms of like the sleek style with like the angled sides and stuff. At first I was a bit iffy when they changed to this style, but because I like the old style, how simple it was. But this style is really nice, especially if you like to display your boxes. You got the nice little art there. So you got the green for Return of the Jedi. On the side you get the Boba Fett art. On the back you get a little description if you guys want to pause that and zoom in to read it. And then on the side, that's pretty much that's it. Little note on the top. So let's get this bad boy out of the box. Alright, so here we have him outside of the box. And I gotta be honest with you guys, although at first glance I did think that I preferred this one over the original release Boba, now having him out of the box, I do feel that I kind of prefer the older one, to be honest. This one does, in terms of a figure, have better features, like articulation and stuff like that. But I don't know what it is about the old one. Let me bring him into the shot real quick. I just like it better. I don't know what it is. It's definitely bigger. Like the body, the height, the old one. This is the original one that was released in Wave 2. He's a little bit taller than the new one, and he is, I don't know, like he looks bigger. I don't know how to quite explain it, but he just looks like a bigger figure. And yeah, I actually think I prefer, in terms of look and aesthetic, like how it looks and all that, the old one. I do gotta give props to the new one on the paint apps. The paint apps are a little bit better, but just the look itself, not taking into account the paint or articulation and all that, I think I'm gonna have to go with the old one. Yeah, and I saw this someone on Instagram that said that their faces, they come warped, the helmet, so like soak it in warm water for 30 seconds and it should go back to normal. I'm not sure if mine is like compressed or not. I think it might be, because at first I wasn't sure, but then when I put it next to this one does look a little bit wider on the face. So after this review I will soak it in warm water to see if it widens the helmet, and then it should stay like that. So enough about the comparison. I think on itself it's a great figure. The Black Series never fails when it comes to like troopers and that type of stuff. But in terms of comparison to the old one, it does have its pros, but I just in a way prefer the old one better. So let me show you guys his accessories. He brings, first let me show you guys his jetpack, which was a bit hard to get on, like the whole, cause this piece, this green piece, is like a separate rubber from like the under part. So like the hole molded on this, it wasn't perfectly cast. It had like a little bit of residue on it. Or it was misaligned, not residue. It was just misaligned. So like I really struggled to get this peg in the hole. Like a lot. Like I pretty much had to like use all my mighty force to be able to force it in there. And I didn't want to cut the plastic in case like one day in the future I resell this or whatever. I don't want it to be damaged. So here you have the jetpack. It's the blue and yellow one from Return of the Jedi, as compared to the old one from the episode 5, which is all green, as you can see there. The jetpack wise, I do prefer this one. This one does look a lot cooler. You could take out the little missile on top. It does come separate in the box. Just roll it out. And here you have, focus on that for you guys. It's too close to the camera. Hold on. So there you have the little missile. It's pretty cool that you could take it out. I thought that was a nice addition. Let me take the jetpack off. I won't be putting it back on because it was a hassle. This is what I mean, look. I tried to force it in there, and it's just the circle on the green is misaligned with the stuff under it. So it's really hard, and it has these other two holes here which you can peg it into as well. So I just leave it. I'll leave them like that for the remainder of the review. So here you have the jetpack up close, very nicely detailed. It really does look metallic, very nice. They did a great job with the paint apps on this. You can move around the little thrusters, they're articulated. That's very cool. Can you put something in there? No, I was just checking to see if you could put it in. I know it doesn't go in that way, but just like to see if it was like a false bottom. But you can put these in here on the little thrusters on the side. Let me get that in there real quick. You gotta force it in there. Alright. So then you have, you could display him with a jetpack on, flying away or something. So that's the first accessory. So second accessory is one that he actually comes with in the box. He has it on his wrist. It's this little removable wire thing, like a grappling hook. Wish you just get this part right here. At first when it came in the box, I was scared because I thought it was like on there like permanently. So I was like, shit, how am I gonna hide this when I'm displaying him? But then it was great to find out that you could easily remove it. So just a little wire, so you could like hang on to things and whatever. He brings his iconic gun. Very nice. I used to think he only had this gun, this one right here. Actually, I think it's the same gun. Just this one looks very different. Yeah, I do believe it is the same gun. Wow, I thought it was two different guns because I thought this one looked very different. So I didn't even know he had two completely different armors in between the movies until this figure came out. And I noticed like he had like different colored gauntlets, and the other ones has green, and different jetpack. I, to be honest, never really noticed that. Then again, I haven't really seen the originals that much. Since I grew up with the prequels, I've seen the prequels a lot more than the originals. Very nice. Has that rusted look. It really looks fantastic the way they did this. The paint job on this. It's like, wow, dirty. It's rusted. It's, it looks like it was on a desert planet for a long time. So that is very nice. He brings the version that I believe Luke cuts when he's on Jabba's sail barge, and like Luke cuts off a piece. I believe you can peg this in there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so you can. So you can peg it in there. It's pretty much like the same gun, but it comes apart. When Luke cuts it with his lightsaber, and then you have the yellow. Like it got burnt. Let me see if there's any other accessories. Oh, there's this one. I haven't really played around with him, so I don't really know how this goes on. I'm pretty sure this is part of like one of his gauntlets. Oh, you put it on right here, I assume. Let me see if I'm right. Probably am, because that definitely looks like some sort of peg that you can insert something in there. I just gotta get the right direction on there. Hold on, guys. I'm trying, and I got it. So you just put it in there. Let me get the focus. And then you just aim his arm around. Like he's throwing Uncle Owen. Because that's the rumor or the theory. So now let me get to the figure itself. I've been 7 minutes showing accessories and comparisons. Let me get to the figure himself. So first, before I get into the articulation, let me do a quick close-up 360 of him. So there you have the helmet. Sorry about that. Then you have the chest plate with the worn-out paint, the Wookiee hair on his right side. You got the pockets, the knee pads, and the feet. One thing I do like about the older one that I feel this one lacks a little bit, even though I do feel like this one has better paint apps, is that this one looks like the tan parts, the part that's not armor, that's like cloth. I feel like it looks too plasticky with the paint job they want on it. Whereas the old one looks more matte, more like, something that's like fabric-y might look. Let me get that focus. Rather than looking like kind of glossy. Even though like I said, even though I kind of, for now, haven't really played around with them or compared them that much, even though I do feel I prefer the old one, the new one does have its pros. It does. Like like I said, I was originally gonna resell him, but I decided to keep him. You have the new cape as well, the green cape instead of the tan one. Shorter, and it is not cloth, sadly. Even though I do feel that this new sculpted one does fit better. It does look better with the figure than the cloth one. You got the side of the helmet, it's worn out. You got the stripes. You got the Mandalorian, I think it's called the Mythosaurus logo. You have his other gauntlet. Now let me get to the articulation and the little features that he has. Let me stabilize this. Before I get to that, by the way, let me show you guys a quick size comparison with a regular Black Series Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper is actually quite a bit taller than Boba as well. So I don't know if that's more movie accurate or if it's not. Why he's shorter than the previous one and shorter than Stormtrooper. But yeah, that's just the way it is. So I really like that you can, let me zoom out there, that you can articulate this, the rangefinder. I really like that. I dig that. I've always wanted like a clone trooper figure or a Boba Fett figure with that articulator. I actually think the Captain Rex from the Black Series has the articulated one. So the head, you know, you spin it up and down all the way. I like how under the mask, even though you won't really see it, like when you display it, they actually molded like a face, so it's like the helmet put on someone's face rather than just like the helmet being the head on the bar joint. So they actually made it look like it's someone wearing the helmet. You can bring his arms out that much, it's kind of restricted by the shoulder pad. Bring them up, bring them back. He doesn't necessarily have double jointed elbows, but it's a pretty nice articulation. He has like 3 different joints there, so it's going to join here too. It's going to join here and here, whereas the old one has this like weird swivel thing where like it really looks like off when you pose him, like how I have him posed right here, for example. You know, it doesn't look smooth, it doesn't look nice. And this one really, I think that is a great improvement in terms of articulation, that they really nailed it with that little type of joint rather than the old one. The gauntlets do move side to side. He has a peg going up and down on his right wrist, and it spins around. Same articulation, of course, for the other side, and it goes left and right rather than up and down on the wrist. The little peg. This whole piece is like a completely different piece, like it is, you know, in the real movie world like this. As you guys, if you guys saw the Mandalorian season 2, you know, he only wears this because this is like a separate piece then from the rest of his suit. And then his legs go up that much. It's pretty neat. You could sit him down and stuff, and they go out that much. He has a swivel right above this pocket right here, same as on the other side. Single jointed knees right there, and he has, well, of course you can turn his leg, and he has an ankle pivot which rocks side to side, back and forth. I think that's it for the articulation. Oh, of course the ab crunch goes down about that much, it goes back about that much. So for articulation, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so great figure. You know, on itself, I think it's really nice, but I do feel that he is smaller than the old Boba and a Stormtrooper. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's actually more accurate or like what the deal is with that, but yeah. I'm just not sure how I feel, if I like this one more than the old one. I'm in between. Like this is, I literally unpackaged him just for this video, so I haven't really had him in hand for too long or like seen him, you know, up close. But in terms of look, paint apps, obviously articulation, I will go with the new one. But in terms of size and how he looks outside of paint articulation, like, you know, like the sculpt and stuff like that, I will have to go with the old one. Not saying this one's bad, but you know, it's just my personal preference. Although the gun, I do really enjoy this new gun a lot more than the old one. Like I actually thought it was 2 completely different guns since I put them side to side. And look, even the gun is I actually think, yeah, it is I don't know if in the movie it's two completely different guns, but yeah, this is definitely a different gun now that I see it. Yeah, it's just very similar in terms of the handle. This one's a lot smaller. So I don't know if in the movie it's supposed to be the same gun. I don't remember. But in the figure, yeah, it's definitely a different gun. I confused myself earlier in the review. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. It actually ran a lot longer than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 5-6 minutes, but you know, I spent a lot of time comparing it because you know, it's the first new Boba Fett that we get. That it's not just like a repackage of the old one. So I thought it'd be nice, you know, to show you guys the comparison. You know, if you guys are like on the edge, or should I get the new one? Is it worth it? I feel for what it's worth, the accessories. The accessories is a very nice touch. I do think, you know, it's worth it. And I mean, why wouldn't you want to have two Boba Fetts? I'm the type of collector, I don't like having two of the same figure. But I mean, Boba Fett's cool, and like with all the accessories he brings, you know, it'd be nice to get him like some cool poses, like with his flamethrower, gauntlet, and all that. So, I mean, if you're a Boba Fett fan, you know, go for it. You know, if you're on the edge about whether you should get him or not because you already have this one, I would still say go for it. Even if you end up liking the old one a little bit more for whatever reason, I still think it's a great figure, and you know, it wouldn't hurt to have two Bobas in your collection. To get in different poses and stuff. So yeah, I did notice the leg articulation is more or less the same as the old one. So that's pretty much it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm a bit sorry that this is more of a comparison than a review, but I just thought that I want to compare for you guys if you guys are on the edge about whether you should get him or not, just like I was. But I guess I killed two birds with one stone by doing a comparison and a review in one video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video, and please hit the like and subscribe button. So this is how I ended up posing him. I gotta be honest, I have changed my mind. I like the new one better. I feel it looks better. So yeah, my opinion still stands. If you're a fan, get this fucker.